It's been a year since the release of the Galaxy S22 Ultra, and its successor has already been announced. I'm pretty sure a lot of S22 Ultra users will be excited that it is difficult to separate the new from the old when it comes to design. But more importantly, this is probably the best time to buy the Galaxy S22 Ultra. As someone who has used the S22 Ultra since launch to this very day as my primary device, I'm probably in a good position to say if it is worth buying right now in 2023, and even if there's any point upgrading to the newly released S23 Ultra if you already own one. Now, it's no news that the Ultra is the new Note. I've been a Galaxy Note faithful since, say, the Note 4 and upgraded from the Note 10 Plus to the S22 Ultra, as I found it a worthy continuation of the Note series. Now, up until the release of the S23 Ultra, in my opinion, the Galaxy S22 was the best phone of the year 2022 and is probably only behind the newly released S23 Ultra. It has a design so good Samsung repeated it for the S23 series with very minor adjustments. It is a well-balanced device, matching performance with user experience. Now, I have the iPhone 14 Pro, a Galaxy Fold 4 and even the Google Pixel 7 by the way, so I'm not just saying it for the sake of having an opinion. The Fold is a different class of device by the way, but that's a discussion for another video. The S22 Ultra has been and is still a very capable device, and if the reviews are anything to go by, the upgrades to the S23 Ultra is mostly minor except for significantly improved battery life. Not to say this has poor battery life, definitely not in my experience. But it's great to see the new S23 Ultra reaching iPhone 14 Pro Max endurance level. But we're not here to talk about the S23 Ultra, even if we'll be referencing it often through this video. If you have a question as to whether the Galaxy S22 device is still worth it in 2023, I'll go ahead and directly say yes, and even recommend it if you are looking to save some cash, as its price will likely drop significantly thanks to the release of the S23 Ultra. But it's not just for its affordability. Software-wise, this gets most of the new features that comes with One UI 5.1 you are going to find on the S23 Ultra. So, bar a few hardware improvements like the battery life and minor camera improvements, you won't be missing much. The S22 Ultra will get 4 major OS upgrades. It's gotten the first, which is Android 13, so that's 3 more OS upgrades expected, which keeps this device relevant for longer. Its hardware and specs are such that flagship of 2023 and even the next year might struggle to match. And with Samsung trading deals being not as good as before, the S22 Ultra might retain most of its resale value for longer. Now, if the reports of the current S23 Ultra users are anything to go by, One UI 5.1 even brings smoother software experience. As I mentioned before, the S22 Ultra has been the most dependable of all my devices. While its battery life would be better for a flagship, it's not poor. I still get up to 5 hours of screen on time, but when compared to say an iPhone 14 Pro Max, you could say it's poor. However, that doesn't mean it doesn't take me through my day. I just have to charge morning and evening because I'm a heavy user. I put this phone through a lot. The Galaxy S22 Ultra is one of those Samsung devices you can be certain will serve you for as long as you wish to hold on to it. It's still right up there with the very best when it comes to camera performance, and in some cases, it even rivals the S23 Ultra in picture quality. It is my choice device for taking pictures, and I'm mostly satisfied with the results I get here. While most may like to flex its 100x zoom capability, I can't pretend I actually use it. I've really never needed to go past 30x, and it has been very much occasional. Now, it might not have Apple's level of optimization for social media camera apps, but you can really only fault it a little maybe for TikTok. It has great optimization with Instagram, and when I use it for IG Live, people always find it impressive and keep asking to be sure that I'm filming on a Samsung. Now, one thing I can say for certain about the S22 Ultra is that it does a near perfect job of being a great flagship, and if I were not a content creator, I would have stuck with it for at least another year because it still performs as good as the day I started using it. No, actually better with the constant software updates, and will even get better with One UI 5.1 and future One UI updates. As far as smartphones go, Samsung did a solid job with the S22 Ultra, such that even if you choose to buy it over the new S23 Ultra, you won't be missing much. That is not to say the S22 Ultra is a better device than its successor. By all means, if you like switching phones every year, go for it. Also, if you are not looking to spend less, you should pick the S23 Ultra over the S22. You can surely look forward to a review of the S23 Ultra and a detailed comparison with the S22 Ultra. I pre-ordered and should have it delivered soon. If you own an S22 Ultra, I'd like to know how your experience has been and if you feel like you need to upgrade to the new S23 Ultra.